If you've got a cell phone, you might be helping to monitor the spread of coronavirus. Tech companies are using aggregated GPS location data from apps on your smartphone to estimate how effective people are at staying put at home. The data, which does not include personally identifiable information, is broken down by state and even county by county. It could help health officials determine if public policies are working, explained Melissa Haendel, director of Translational Data Science at Oregon State University.
It's a key indicator in understanding how have the overall patterns of people's mobility changed.
The data intelligence firm Cubic found mobility, or the range people traveled each day, has dropped 91% so far this year compared to last in Oregon. Google broke down the cell phone data by location. There's been a 51% decline in retail and recreation activity in Oregon compared to normal at places like restaurants and shopping centers. Google found 22% less mobility in Oregon at parks, including public beaches. And activity at transit stations like bus and light rail fell 47% compared to average.
I think just generally overall, it's a fantastic indicator that people are actually being responsive to the recommendations.
One company, Unicast, that collects and analyzes smartphone location data, launched a social distancing scoreboard that grades which residents are changing behavior. It gave Oregon a grade of D based on reduction in distance traveled and fewer visits to non-essential places. A closer look at the Unicast dashboard showed Oregon counties varied widely, ranging from an F grade in some counties to a B grade in Multnomah County. Thomas Wall, CEO of Unicast.
There's definitely been a clearly need to understand and to try to measure how these guidelines are being affected. And I think what I really hope that we will see that states and counties start to learn from each other.
Data scientists admit cell phone location data has its limits, making it tough to compare regions with different characteristics like rural versus urban. But the maps provide a unique glimpse into our movements at a time when social distancing and the right public policy could help save lives.
Okay, Kyle Aboshi joining us now. Kyle, let's first remind people and get them up to speed with the fact that our phones are constantly following us, tracking us, and sending that data to companies.
Right. People may not realize that, but on your phone, a lot of the apps, whether it's sports scores, weather, shopping, whatever, those apps actually provide information to retailers and marketers unless you opt out. And most people, frankly, they don't opt out. They don't look at that fine print when they're downloading the app.
I want people to understand kind of what we're looking at here, though, because it kind of feels a little contradictory. Off the top, we're saying how great we're doing with social distancing, and we aren't seeing this huge uptick in COVID-19 cases. But according to the data we're looking at, we are actually kind of moving around more than we should be. What do we really learn from all this?
Yeah, the numbers are a little bit conflicting. I think in Multnomah County, for example, the most populous county, generally speaking, the experts say the numbers look pretty good, that people are following the advice of the health experts for social distancing and staying home. Elsewhere around the state, it's a little questionable, and I think part of that comes down to how they're analyzing the numbers. Each one of these outfits is looking at it a little bit differently.
All right, Kyle Aboshi with the latest. Thank you so much.